Welcome back to JBSports. I'm your host, Sean Burton,
Kaleb Smith.
and today we're doing some predictions. It's a little earlier just because, well, Caleb's going, so we couldn't really record it the day before because he's got travel stuff, and might as well get it done now, get the video out before other people.
Yep.
But it is time for SummerSlam, and it's the first ever two-night SummerSlam, which is pretty big, which I think is cool, and I think it's very cool that you get to go, and I'm happy the card's going to be great.
Yes, the
But
card is really shaping up. It looks like one of the best cards
yeah,
since probably WrestleMania 40.
yeah, it's looking really stacked. So let's get into this. We're not going to go really in a particular order because this one actually, like WrestleMania, was pretty easy to guess which order would be in, but this one is a little different just because the Jelly Roll match, which I'm not that mad about. I know a lot of people are, but when another company, I won't say the name because I don't want to get bullied online by AEW fans.
You said the name.
Yeah, I know. It's on purpose. They have Costco guys there, so I mean, Jelly Roll and Costco guys, it's not that different. So
No.
I don't really think it matters that much, but WWE fans hold us to a little higher standards. But let's get into it though. So first match, Sami Zayn versus the good soldier Karrion Kross.
My boy,
We
my
love
boy,
Karrion
my
Kross.
boy.
We love Karrion Kross. We have been on a Karrion Kross high. We are the leaders of the Push Karrion Kross club. So this match, I think, is very telling for Kross. I think if he loses, then we might not see him back.
No.
But if he wins, we'll see him back. It's hard to see Sami Zayn lose because we haven't seen him really lose on a pay-per-view in a long time.
And because of that, I just feel like he's due to lose on a pay-per-view. I think Sammy's time has come and gone. He had, I think it kind of started back at WrestleMania 38 with the Johnny Knoxville stuff. And it felt like from there on, he kind of got rewarded for serving his time with a celebrity. And now I think he's on the way down. Not shaming Sami Zayn at all. He's absolutely wonderful. But
of course,
it's other people's turns now, and I think Sammy's got to go down the card a little bit.
And it's just there's only so many times you say you can become champ and then not do it. That's my one big thing. He keeps saying he's going to do it, and then he fails every time. There's a point where you gotta let something else happen because I had that episode about Jey Uso where I said Jey does not deserve to be in that tournament. He lost, thankfully, and I have nothing against Jey. I love Jey, but he did not deserve it. No. He's like no one else deserves it more than Jey. He just got choked out, so they're kind of like the same scenario, but. Honestly, I will say I think Karrion Kross will win this match. Sami Zayn has been getting hit in the stomach and the ribs by a metal pipe for 3 weeks. I don't know if this man is made of vibranium or something, but there's no way he can win this match.
So, as much as I want to say that, WWE always likes to prevail with Sammy Hogan, and it feels like we're being set up to the point where, there's no way Sammy can win. He's getting beat up week after week. He has broken ribs.
Yeah.
I'd like to back up a little bit to Raw last night. That backstage segment that they had was
phenomenal.
So good. It was very unique. We haven't seen anything like that in a while. And the delivery that both of them, both Kross and Zayn had was absolutely wonderful. And it really boosted the hype up for this match, I believe.
Kross is just so good.
He is.
And then the smiling at the end, like him and Skylar, their facial expressions are always perfect.
Perfect. So I'm gonna go with Kross here. I think he ends up re-signing. We know his contract expires in August, and it has not been renewed yet. But I believe after this match, it will be renewed, and he will continue to be.
Let's hope
in the plans.
Let's hope. So we're gonna go Karrion for that. Next. We're just going to say Roman Reigns and Jey Uso versus Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. Let me just say, Bronson Reed, the most disrespectful man I've seen in my life. Braun Breaker spears Jey and Roman through the barricade, and then you take the man's shoes. That is so disrespectful. Roman Reigns needs to come with a different mentality. You don't just get your shoes snatched by your bitter enemies right now and not do anything about it. It's Roman Reigns. He's got plot armor most of the time. There's very few times he loses.
Right.
Braun Breaker, he's the future of WWE. I don't really think there's a difference. I'm interested to see how this big dog character works out for him because it didn't really work out for Roman. So you might see a same arc with that. But I think Braun just fits it more because that's just what he's always kind of been.
And I also think that with Braun's character, the adaptation of Big Dog, Braun is actually a heel.
Yeah.
And we want to boo for him. Well, I guess we should say we want to cheer for him, but he's supposed to be the bad guy. So
we boo him in a cheerful way.
Right. Boo, exactly. He worded it perfectly there. You know, I'm really interested to see this match because I think you can go either way. I know WWE doesn't like to let Jey Uso or Roman Reigns lose on pay-per-view. So I don't. I'm just gonna say it. I'm coming out with a hot take. I think Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed take the victory here. I think Bronson Reed. No, sorry, goodness, Braun Breaker. I think he spears Roman Reigns. I think he pins Roman Reigns and he makes a statement.
I am so 50-50 on this because Jey, he's lost a lot recently, and he's one of their big guys. You know, the whole new TV show backstage stuff for people. If you don't like it, just don't watch it and don't ruin the kayfabe for yourself. Whatever, just don't look at Instagram for a bit. But they're very high on Jey, and of course Roman. He's
Roman Reigns.
It's Roman Reigns, one of the greatest of all time. He's the OTC.
Did you acknowledge your tribal chief today? I didn't think so.
But we saw you not acknowledge him. One's up. But I do really think they're gonna try to put Braun over, and I think Bronson Reed will play a part. But Bronson Reed really is just a side character. He's been the side character.
I think with Seth's injury, I guess kind of characters have kind of shifted where Braun Breaker is now the leader.
Yeah.
And now Bronson is more the muscle.
Mm-hmm.
And I really think that they're going to propel Braun Breaker here. With Seth Rollins' injury, you got to capitalize on something. And I think this is a perfect way to do it.
Yeah, because Liv and Seth's injuries were just such. Terrible. Of course, he never won an injury to happen, but it's just such poorly timed.
Right.
It was literally the worst. Seth, I was so sad. I was at the beach. I was sick, and then I see Seth Rollins get hurt.
Yes.
And Adam Cole the same day said he might have to retire, and it was terrible.
Yeah.
It was absolutely terrible.
Terrible. This was a terrible day in wrestling.
Terrible day.
It was also pretty good.
It was pretty good. A lot of them. AEW put on a pretty good show.
Oh well, never mind. I guess Evolution was the day after.
The day after.
But it was a good weekend of wrestling.
It was a good weekend of wrestling, but. Back to SummerSlam. Yeah. Sorry, I got off topic. I do think Braun Breaker will actually come on top of this and Bronson Reed, of course. Bronson Reed, he'll probably like take out Jey Uso or something, and then the Oracle, Paul Heyman, will have some sort of play in this match where he probably tries to be like, "Oh, Roman, I'm sorry," and then it helps Braun, but Braun's gonna win by a brutal 3 spears in a row. That's what I'm feeling.
So you think Roman gets pinned here?
I want to say it's Roman just because it solidifies Braun so much more, but also if Braun, it hurts him less if it's in a duo match instead of a singles match. So I think it's it's okay for Roman to get pinned in a tag match more than singles.
And it's such a big thing too because nowadays it's how many times has Roman Reigns been pinned in the last 5 years?
Like
Jey Uso, Cody Rhodes. And
Seth, did Seth pin him, or was that CM Punk?
No, I'm pretty sure he pinned Punk.
And like 2 or 3 times, really. That's it.
Yeah.
So.
Wait. I don't remember. I actually don't remember.
It's like 2 or 3.
I'd have to watch it back.
You can count it on one hand.
Exactly. So Roman Reigns doesn't lose a lot.
And every so often, I mean, it's just a tag match. He can get pinned. It'll be 2. In the last few years, he's been pinned. If he gets pinned by Braun in the tag match, it's 2 times. He's been pinned in a tag match and then 1 time in a singles match. It's not that bad.
Unless we're forgetting one, but I don't think we are.
I don't think so. I mean, think about the matches. It's really been someone else taking the fall. But,
yeah. Another thing about this match before we move on. Do we think we get another member of this faction due to Seth's absence?
I mean, the only people I thought would join are in something right now. Ethan Page, he's doing his run in NXT with the North American, Canadian, whatever title he wants to call it. He put the Canadian strap, which was kind of cool. It looks good, and then Santino coming out was great. What was it, Ethan Page?
Yeah,
yeah, that was great. But and then other people, I mean, Austin Theory, I'm pretty sure he's injured or he's just written off right now, which I hope he can have his run.
Pretty sure he's written off, but due to his storyline, I feel like he's going to come back face.
Yeah, he'll come back face. The whole be great. He deserves it.
He does.
Roman buried him so bad with that promo when Vince was gone. It was bad.
Yeah.
But I don't think yet. I mean, if Seth's out for longer than the time people were saying, I think they probably add someone because they kind of need that third person because if they're going to do War Games, which honestly, I've been hearing some people think War Games might be TNA.
Really?
And I've heard it a very few times. I thought it would be Fire, but I don't really know. I've heard it kind of.
I don't mind that. I would.
It would have to be a TNA NXT though on that card.
I still wouldn't mind that. I don't.
Yeah, I think that would be Fire. I've heard it like once or twice rumored around, but it's probably not gonna happen. But it would be Fire. But TNA, their fans are so mad that the NXT wrestlers got it. But you've seen Joe Hendry at WrestleMania, and none of the NXT wrestlers really got up there except for maybe some of the women. So, and TNA is getting a good bargain out of this. So, but we're both going Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed.
Yeah.
Next one, Judgment Day, Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez versus Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair. If we remind ourselves, SummerSlam is the summer of Dominic Mysterio turning on someone. Finn is literally trying so hard to get Dom to slip up again. It's like his number one priority other than the tag team titles with Roxanne. You saw him do the wink to her when he said play some video games. I think this time Raquel's going to keep him in check until Liv comes back, and then Liv might get a little crazy about it. But Alexa Bliss, Charlotte Flair, they're doing some fun stuff online. They're looking like good teammates, which they're not partners yet. They're just tag team.
They're not friends.
They're not friends. They're just teammates, whatever. But it's hard to say because Roxanne and Raquel, I mean, Liv and her got off a few times with cheating, but they didn't get off as many times as Roxanne and Raquel had. They've gotten a lot of help.
I don't think it's crazy to say that Raquel and Liv are probably the greatest women tag team of all time.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
I mean, there's been some other ones that probably should have been better, like me and you
like
both
the Bella Twins.
Or they might get eventually, but I don't know if they will.
I don't think Bree's coming back, but
no. I think one of my favorite women's tag teams of all time was the Iconics.
Yeah.
I know we both are big fans of them, but
they would have been so good.
They would have been so good. But yeah, Liv and Raquel are just very good with chemistry, and I think they're just really good friends. So this one, I don't know though. I mean, it's great to see the women's tag team championships getting such a high pedestal because we've talked about a while how maybe they should be gone because they just haven't. But I feel like Liv and Raquel, when they have it, it's a little better than normal.
I think it's about time where we start picking things up in the women's tag division.
Yeah,
you can't just let it die, and I think that's what this match serves. I think that's the purpose of having.
Yeah.
We got a lot of star power, and we have, dare I say, it feels like a legit tag team between Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair now.
I think it's one of the first times where they're kind of throwing a tag team together, but they're building it correctly.
And it works.
Because usually they're just like, oh, one match, they're like, okay, we're good. But these two, it's an actual storyline to get them together and then finally have a bigger match, which is nice.
What's that thing that Santi says? It's death, taxes, and Charlotte Flair winning gold. Give me Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair.
Yeah, that is true. I feel like I want to say they could win this, and it really does look like they will because of the whole friendship aspect. So I want to say them, but I'm going to go actually Judgment Day.
Okay.
I feel like they're not done with this Roxanne Perez Raquel kind of run yet. I think it's still serving a point where Roxanne is still getting in to the tag team, and they're still trying to build that point where I think Roxanne is the bug that's going to break the system. Okay, I think she's finally going to be the one to break the Judgment Day. I know I've literally said this almost every month of me having this podcast that soon they're going to break up. Hasn't happened yet, but I really do think this finally will be it. It probably won't. I'm probably like lying through my teeth right now, and I don't know. But I think this is finally the one that's going to break it because Liv, when she comes back, I think it's going to be more single stuff. I mean, she's about to have a thing with Nikki Bella.
Right.
And Raquel, she's starting to get traction back from what she had before.
She'll naturally also have a thing with the Judgment Day, whether it's Roxanne or whether it ends up being Raquel as well. Yeah.
So we'll figure it out. But I'm actually gonna go Raquel and Roxanne to retain. I think that they're building a nice story with Charlotte and Alexa, but I don't think that Charlotte really gets tag team gold as much as she gets singles. Singles, it's terrifying. You almost
WrestleMania scared me.
I thought you.
WrestleMania scared.
That one was terrifying, but I'll go Judgment Day, and you'll go.
I'm going Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair.
So far, just to recap, we both have Karrion Kross, Braun Breaker, and Bronson Reed, but I have Judgment Day winning the women's tag team title, retaining.
And I have the Not Friends.
Yeah, the Not Friends. Team No Friends.
Yes.
Next match, the one that we were talking about that everyone hates, Randy Orton and Jelly Roll versus Drew McIntyre, Logan Paul. Drew McIntyre, we know he's having issues right now. He forgot his passport. So there's a chance he's not in this match.
That is not good. I don't know if this is storyline or not, but I really hope it's a storyline and not a real thing, because that would suck, and that would get he would get in a lot of trouble business-wise.
Yeah.
If this were to happen, because he's a main eventer.
He is.
And he needs to be on SummerSlam, and if he forgot his passport,
that could be bad.
Legitimately, that's gonna hurt him going on, I think.
Another person who could go into this though, I know Miz on Instagram, I saw him say he could come in, which honestly, if anyone had to replace it, it would just work the best storyline, because what Miz and Logan Paul have, and then because I feel like Drew and Logan, the whole thing is they're gonna miscommunicate on SummerSlam.
Yeah.
And if anyone's gonna miscommunicate more than them, it's Miz and Logan, because they don't like each other. So that's another, I think, maybe duo that could work and replace this match and make it just seamless for Jelly Roll. Because Jelly Roll, amazing promo, may I say. He was pretty spectacular.
Bro, he is a natural.
Promos.
Listen, you can hate all you want. I want more Jelly Roll in WWE. I really do.
He was just, it was so surprising how good he was. Manager-wise, honestly, I could see it, but wrestling, I mean,
I have to see him wrestle. I have to see him wrestle.
Wrestling, the little bit we had, he actually didn't look bad. It's actually, like, I think why people can appreciate this more and kind of give it a little more slack is because Jelly actually worked towards this. He told the whole thing where Triple H said, hey, like, if you actually want to do this, you got to get in ring shape. And he actually worked towards that specifically for this.
He said, I believe, Papa H said, you need to lose 100 pounds and then you can get in the ring.
Mm-hmm.
And Jelly lost 200.
Yeah.
So that shows you the dedication.
I'm
really proud of him.
He wants to do this to actually wrestle, opposed to Travis. Travis wanted to do this for fun and because he liked it. And we saw how that happened. But Jelly actually seems like he's fully into this. And they said he's taking up the business well, opposed to Travis Scott.
Yes.
Travis Scott.
Well, I think Travis Scott, I think they cut ties with him.
Yeah. Oh, that smack on Cody. I can never forget that. That was deadly. But I'm going to go Randy Orton, Jelly
Roll. I'm also going to go Randy Orton, Jelly Roll. You got to have those feel-good moments in the show, and this is going to be one of them.
I can't wait for Twitter to be so mad when Jelly wins.
I think I'm hating this match for a different reason. And maybe it ends up not being if Drew doesn't participate in the match.
Yeah.
But I was really confused with the build that Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre were going to work together. We're going to be a tag team. Yeah. I didn't really get that because if there's one person that Drew McIntyre does not stand for, it's Logan Paul.
Yeah, he pretty much hates it. I think the only reason he would work is because his history with Randy Orton, and then, Logan Paul said, we don't like outsiders, even though Logan Paul's which was amazing heel work. It was great work, and it was amazing to see people get so mad on social media, but it was some great work. But I guess Drew, storyline, respects him for the matches or something, which in real life, I don't know how Drew feels.
I guess we're going to have to see on Friday.
We'll figure it out. If he makes it, right? Of course. But I'm going to go Randy Orton, Jelly Roll. Like you said, the same. So next match, Tiffany Stratton versus Jade Cargill. I think I already know who I'm going to pick.
It unfortunately is way too easy to pick here compared to everything else that has been on the card so far. Jade is so easily running home with this title.
I think the only problem why it's going to be so easy is because Tiffy, she's just She's struggling, I think. Yeah, she did pretty good in the start, and she's had some good promos. I mean, she destroyed Charlotte that one day. That was rough.
Yeah.
But it's just, it hasn't been what it's supposed to be, and it's upsetting because I really wanted her to become champ. I really thought there was something there. I think it's just she needs to get better on the promos. The ring, she's great in the ring, but the promos, it's just.
I think it's more or less she needs to find her identity.
Yeah.
Tiffany Stratton came up as a heel, and it really worked, and that's what hyped her up. She won Money in the Bank as a heel, and I guess technically the face turn happened when she cashed in on Nia.
Yeah.
But I think the intention was for Tiffany to go into WrestleMania as a heel against Charlotte Flair.
But everyone just hates her.
And nobody likes Charlotte Flair
which is
going for singles gold.
It's so sad.
So naturally, we're going to boo her. And I think, her losing this championship, it's going to hit a hard reset on Tiffany Stratton, and she can go back to being that prissy little heel that she is wonderful at.
Yeah. I feel like she's not the same skill level, but she's kind of like the Miz, where she's amazing as a heel, and face, like, it starts out well, but it can't last for too long.
Okay, yeah.
Because Miz, like, when he was faced against Shane at WrestleMania, it was perfect.
Yeah.
It just lasted a little too long as a face. And with R-Truth, the tag team, it was great. Lasted a little too long. I love the tag team, but they were not built to hold it for too long. It was a great feel-good moment. It was amazing to see in person, but it was not built to last.
Yes.
So.
No. 100%.
Miz, great at being a face for a month or two, but not much longer than that. I think that's the same with Tiffany.
And I think too, Jade has so much to do with the title, and there are so many matches that I'm looking forward to. We possibly get Jade versus Bianca.
Yeah, that's the one that screams you in the face. That's a WrestleMania.
That's probably the WrestleMania match. I will say.
I don't know if I think Bianca just wins Elimination Chamber again, or I think she wins so much though. That's a problem.
I was kind of thinking about it today. I feel like Bianca winning the Rumble for a second time.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind that.
Yeah, I feel like Rumble makes more sense because Chamber, that's more like the one that has the chip on their shoulder.
Right.
Because Royal Rumble, that's mostly chance. Elimination Chamber, that's more action, fighting.
It's just the vibe that Bianca Belair is giving this year, at least.
It's more
of a Royal Rumble winner.
She just needs that
elimination.
She just needs that quick luck.
Right.
So, I mean, Elimination Chamber, that's gonna be a whole different thing because Stephanie's already got that title match at Clash at the Castle, which is, I need to wait on that. That's a while away, but that's another.
We'll probably get into it with the Women's World Championship.
Yeah, because you might see us in some videos more because we'll be actually closer now because we're both gonna be at college. But I'm gonna go Jade. I think
Jade very easily.
We were a little harsh on her at the WWE Awards show. We said she got better, but she definitely had one of the worst matches. But I think she's gotten way better.
She's getting a lot better, and you got to put the title on her at some point.
Yeah,
she looks like a world champion, and she's
just built to be a world champion. And I think her moveset's getting better. She's had some way better matches than when she started. She's not as green, and promos aren't actually bad. She's gotten better.
No, she's gotten a lot better.
If anything, she's like a good promo artist. Not great yet, but she's good. She's serviceable.
Yeah.
But I'm going Jade Cargill. Tiffany, it's just her time's up. The face is not.
It will no longer be Tiffany time.
It's no longer Tiffany time. But anytime she comes out, I will still say it, even though Def Rebel. I don't want to get into that. We're going to talk about that for way too long.
Oh boy.
And then probably the main event of the night, the Ring General Gunther versus the best in the world, CM Punk. It's been short, but the build has been so good when you have two of the best promo artists in the game.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, John Cena, he's very good, and he's probably one of the best of all time. But currently, I really do say, because they do it more on a day-to-day basis, I do think Gunther and CM Punk are the best just because they do it more. It's just
best on Raw for sure.
Yeah,
in my opinion,
it's just they don't miss. I mean, Seth's very good, but Seth's injured, so right now he can't be the best.
He's out of sight, out of mind, unfortunately.
Yes, and anyone who's trying to say it's a hoax, I just can't agree with that. You have your opinion, but I can't agree with that. But like we're saying, it's just they're so good on the mic.
Yeah.
Punk has his moments, Gunther has his moments, and Gunther this reign, is feeling honestly better than last one. I mean, I know the first defense was against Goldberg, which he made Goldberg have a good match, which has been almost impossible for anyone. I mean, even Undertaker can do it. I mean, Undertaker's old, but he made a good match with
Oh
AJ
my
Styles.
gosh! Oh, I thought you were talking about Undertaker versus
Oh,
Goldberg.
that was horrible.
What was it Super Showdown 2000?
That was horrible.
Oh my gosh.
That was awful. But
I don't know whose idea that was, but I hope they got fired.
It was Vince.
Oh well,
yeah, no doubt it was Vince.
He ended up getting fired, I guess.
Different reasons, but but that match alone was enough to get him fired. But yeah, this one's hard because honestly, I could see Seth, even though him being injured, coming out and cashing in. I know Sammy said on his show that Santi's app. He said on his show he'd be totally fine if Seth comes out, cashes in, wins the title, and then it's vacant. He said if there's one champion I can take being out for a time, it's Seth.
Yes.
I think it would be absolutely amazing just because Seth went to Saudi not to cash in, just to screw over CM Punk. His hatred for that man is on another level. So for him to cash in when he is torn up, his knee's awful, it's blown up, for him to cash in just so CM Punk can't get the title, and he might make it. I don't think that would happen, because that would be kind of a waste. But still, anyway, it would be a funny moment. Him getting dragged out there by Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed, and cashing in. I think that would be fun.
I could see it happen.
I don't think it will.
I could see it happening. I really think if this is a true injury, I really think that this takes away from what can just be a great match just because.
Yeah.
I don't think this match needs an outside interference for anything to happen. We know that Seth doesn't want CM Punk to be champion. That is true. However,
it's Gunther.
When he's facing a man like Gunther,
who is terrifying,
you don't need outside interference to lose respectfully. And I think that everyone's going to come in and expect something to happen with Seth or Paul or Braun squared. However, I really just think it's going to be, dare I say, underwhelming in a way. I wouldn't think it's underwhelming, but I think a lot of
I think
the wrestling world will think it'll be underwhelming if there's no Seth or no Braun's or.
I think as long as it becomes a good match, which I think it can, because CM Punk,
I think
Gunther are also amazing in the ring.
I think it will be.
I think it'll be a great match. I think people might be upset that nothing happened, but if it's just a one-on-one match, goes for a while, CM Punk almost wins, but Gunther pulls it out like he normally does, I think that's a good match.
I just think Gunther wins. I don't see CM Punk. I don't think it's his moment yet. I don't think it's his time.
The next time I see CM Punk getting a world championship is if he wins Elimination Chamber this year. Well, next year. Yes. Because he was so close this year with Seth. Take Seth out of the picture. He might be able to win it.
I think CM Punk's time is when Seth is the champion. And I think he needs to take the championship off of Seth. That's best case scenario. It just
solidifies.
Yes.
And fine. I mean, it wouldn't finally finish it because those guys. It's like on site for them.
It'll be a never.
It is on site. It is on site. Seth has planted that seed for when CM Punk still comes back. And let me tell you, anytime I see CM Punk, I still don't feel like it's real. There's still a bit of me where I'm like, this is real. CM Punk is in it.
This guy.
And how long has he been here? 2 years, basically now. It's crazy.
Yeah, two, almost. No, yeah, almost 2.
It's been crazy, but I will go Gunther.
I'm going Gunther, like solidified. Yeah. He's just gonna straight up win.
It's just gonna be a great match.
And that's how night 1 ends.
And sometimes that's fine to just have a good one-on-one match.
I agree.
No shenanigans. People might be happy about that. Some people might not be. But quickly going over night 1 before we get into night 2. Sami Zayn, Karrion Kross. I have Karrion Kross.
I have Karrion.
Roman Reigns, Jey Uso versus Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. I have Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed.
I also have them.
Women's Tag Team Championships. I had the Judgment Day retaining.
And I had the Team No Friends.
Team No Friends. Randy Orton, Jelly Roll versus whoever is with Logan Paul, if it's Drew or Miz or whoever they throw in. Women's Championship. Wish it was harder to predict, but I'm straight up Jade. Over Tiffy. It's just what it's gonna happen. But I'm excited for Jade Cargill because I feel like she'll just like the belt will just fit on her. And then Gunther versus CM Punk, it's Gunther. It'll be a great match, but Gunther,
Agreed.
it's just he's too big. I mean, for this matchup, I mean that might be why CM Punk has a chance of winning because that's CM Punk's thing. But yeah, we'll go to night two. Night two is
it's absolutely stacked.
There is not a single match that's not for a championship. First match, which is
great,
probably the biggest TLC match of all time. I mean, the Hardys, I think they'll always hold that, but modern era, you have the WWE Tag Team Championship match. The Wyatt Six versus DIY versus the Street Profits versus Fraxium versus Motor City Machine Guns versus Andrade and Rey Fenix in a TLC match. This is going to be insane. Bodies will be flying everywhere. And there's not a single team on this matchup that doesn't have someone who can fly off the ladder. Like, the only one that kind of looks maybe not as Wyatt Six, but Dexter Lumis, surprisingly.
I think Dexter Lumis
can move. He can move. It's going to be insane. Rey Fenix, he's amazing. Yeah. Motor City Machine Guns, they're always good. Street Profits, well, I say less. I mean, Montez. He jumps over the ring post
from the heavens.
Yeah. So, Fraxium, best NXT tag team champions of all time, in my opinion.
Oh, yeah.
DIY, Johnny Gargano, and the Wyatt Six. We've already gone. This one's hard to predict, though. I really don't know who could win.
It really is. I'm going to make the prediction, not the team yet. I'm going to still think about that as I talk. But I'm going to make the prediction that this actually starts the show. I don't care about the other star power that's on this card. I think people can make the argument that the women's triple threat starts it. I think people can make the argument that the bloodline starts it. But I really think to get a really good feel-good match to set the tone for night two, you got to start with the SmackDown Tag Team Championships.
And because there's no way it's main eventing because Cena versus Rhodes. So it only makes sense for it to go first. It's like the Roman thing where this match is too good to not be first to last.
Yeah, I agree.
So, but it's just rough because it's going to, like, the SmackDown Tag Team division has been amazing. We kind of got cheated out at WrestleMania a little bit, which kind of sucked. But the second biggest show.
Let's think about
second biggest show of the year.
We don't get the prosthetic leg spot at WrestleMania because he was not sitting front row WrestleMania. He was only at SmackDown.
That's true.
And that's a pretty that's a top spot of all time in my opinion.
That is true. That was amazing. That was great. But it's just so hard.
Who do you have?
I think I'm gonna eliminate some people first. DIY.
No.
Fun, but they had their reign. Andrade Rey Fenix gonna be great, and Andrade is literally a spectacle in Money in the Bank matches. Not gonna be different here. Rey Fenix, he's also great, just not a solidified tag team yet. I mean, they could win it, but I don't see it. Fraxium, too soon, I think.
Really, I was almost I'm thinking about picking them.
I just think it's too soon. I think if it's between three people, it's the Wyatt Six, the Street Profits, and Motor City Machine Guns. Motor City Machine Guns, I know they already had their reign, but they're kind of like in the middle of kind of being up there, but not really. I think it's a fight between them and the Street Profits, but Wyatt Six is so hard to go against them because they just got it, and it's really hard to not go for them because of Bray.
I disagree a little bit.
You too?
I really think that they're not coming out champions here. I think the tag team championship run that they have been on, it's already been absolutely great.
Yeah.
But I think it's already run its course. I think the whole point of the Wyatt Six, invading the tag team division, I should say, I think it's run its course, even though it's only been a month. And I don't see them walking out as champions because I don't think they need to be champions.
Yeah, they're one of those teams where they're suited as just a normal tag team. That's why I do have the Street Profits and Motor City Machine Guns. It's just hard to go against the Street Profits, though. I mean, they just lost it, but their run was pretty good. I mean, it had some moments where it was a little lackluster, but if you have this match, there's 5 other teams that can go against again right after that.
Exactly.
So I'm going to agree that maybe the Wyatt Six don't come out because they don't have to be champions, but I'm gonna say the Street Profits come out with it. I feel like somehow Montez Ford is gonna do something crazy at the end and snag the titles.
You know, I would say that they're also the runner-up for me, probably.
Okay.
I'm not gonna pick them.
Okay.
I think we're gonna go with Motor City Machine Guns here.
Okay.
I really think that they're such a solidified tag team.
Yeah, I mean they're one of the best. They're one of the best of all time.
If they had their run that they had in TNA, if they had that in WWE, they would be tag team Mount Rushmore.
Yeah,
for everybody.
For WWE tag team, it would be one of the best or the greatest of all time. They were amazing in TNA.
I really think that they deserve a good WWE run, and I think giving them multiple championship runs will do that. It'll solidify them. So I'm gonna go Motor City Machine Guns.
Okay, I like the difference though. I like the difference.
I think we're gonna have a few different picks on this one. I won't lie.
I think it's amazing though. I think that this matchup will be amazing.
Yeah.
I love ladder matches themselves, but you got 6 teams here, and it's gonna be insane. It's gonna be I really hope no one gets hurt though. That's the one thing.
Right.
Next match, Dominic Mysterio versus AJ Styles. This one's hard because I feel like Dom really hasn't got his moments yet. I mean, AJ versus Dom, the build-up has been hilarious. AJ he's had 3 jobs in one night. He was comedic gold. He was a doctor.
Yes.
He was a valet. He gave Dom a cake.
Right.
He's done he prayed for the downfall of Dom. He had his Drew McIntyre moment.
No, he prayed that Dom would be better. He would get better.
He'd be better so he could beat us. He was nice about it.
Nice.
He was being nice about it, but this one's actually kind of hard for me to guess because I do feel like AJ, he's getting close. I think a lot of people have said it's probably soon. So that's why I will go AJ getting the IC title just because I just think if there's a title that would solidify the end of AJ Styles' career, it would be the IC title.
Okay.
He puts on great main card matches, but I don't think they just want him holding the championship anymore because as much as AJ Styles is a better wrestler skill-wise than John Cena just has that aura. He's like the greatest of all time or one of the greatest, depending on the person. So he just had to have that title also to get the record. AJ, he's amazing. I love AJ. Love the theme song. I mean, who could hate the theme song? But I just feel a mid-card title to end his career, a good mid-card title reign would be good.
So we have another difference here.
You think
we have another difference here? Listen, I'm putting on my future goggles here, and I'm looking into the future. Specifically, I believe it's August 31st in Paris.
Oh.
I think we get a rematch. I think we get a rematch in Paris, and I think that's where AJ is going to go over.
Okay, I could
because I agree with you. I think AJ needs one more title run to solidify his career in WWE, and it will be the Intercontinental Championship, and it will be in fashion of beating Dominic Mysterio.
Yeah.
However, I think it happens in France because we know how much France loves AJ Styles.
That's true.
I just think that the stadium is going to erupt after they pinned. And listen, they love AJ Styles so much, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they are a crowd that knows to boo Dominic Mysterio in spirit.
Mm-hmm.
And the boos are going to be so loud, and the cheers and the chants are going to be so loud. I have Dominic Mysterio. Some sort of Judgment Day interference, perhaps. And I think Dom weasels his way out of this one.
I'm not gonna switch my pick because that was very good, but I'm gonna stick with my guns just because it just feels. I feel like I have to just because you explained that way too.
Listen, don't get me wrong. If AJ wins at SummerSlam, I'm perfectly fine.
Yeah.
That means I think we're gonna get him at Paris anyways, no matter what, whether he's champion.
Because think of the matches AJ could have as Penta, him versus Penta. There's a bunch of guys he'd be great against.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna go AJ. You're gonna go Dom.
I'm gonna go Dirty Dom.
I think you're right, but I gotta stick with my pick just because I said it first, and I'm not gonna piggyback. But I'm gonna be honorable about it. Next match, I think this one might kind of surprise a few people. It could be rough, but I think it could surprise some people. United States Championship match: Solo Sikoa versus Jacob Fatu. Weird matchup, not in a sense of storyline, but in a sense of I don't think usually these matches are to set up someone. The person who lost it before going to the main card. I don't think Jacob's there yet. Personally, I
Really?
don't think.
Okay.
I just.
No, I see what you're saying.
Jacob's very good, but when I see world champion, I just don't see Jacob Fatu at that level yet. Okay. I think he needs some higher feuds first before he gets there. So that's why it's kind of weird this match is like this way, just because I really do think that Solo should win, but Jacob just won't be propelled enough. But there's one thing I think could happen, and it's that Solo replicates what his father did and just jumps off the top of the steel cage onto Jacob, which I think would be great. I don't think it will happen. I don't know if Solo flies like that, but if his dad can do it, I think Solo might be able to.
I guess that's fair.
But also, I think they might be a little against big men jumping from high heights after what happened to Bronson. Right. That was
horrific.
That injury was
bad. Stopped a lot of momentum, unfortunately.
Yeah. But
I think two things can be right at the same time. I like what you're saying about Jacob Fatu's not ready.
No, he's
not. I can somewhat agree. I don't think he's world championship material yet. Mm-hmm. Not saying he's not going to be.
Oh, he can be.
You could throw him in the world title picture, and I'd be okay with it because it's believable.
Yeah.
However, I still think Solo comes out of here.
I do too.
Champion.
Solo earned this run. He has been one of the funniest people on SmackDown the last few months. He's just something about him. He's finally found his stride of the character. He tried to be the enforcer. If you want to be a single star or leader, that only works for so long.
Right.
He tried to be Roman Reigns. You can't replicate Roman Reigns.
You cannot.
But this kind of I'm not Roman.
Goofy Solo.
This goofy leader Solo, it just works perfectly because he's just got that goofy demeanor about him, and he's great at it. So
that's when he's at the top of his game. Yeah. Is when he can be a goofball.
And I think mid card is Solo's level. Solo, he can be put on some great matches. I don't really see Solo as a main.
No, I think as soon as they brought Jacob Fatu in, Jacob Fatu is going to take Solo's role in moving up the card.
But Solo could kind of be like that Miz type for the mid card, where he just wins a bunch of U.S. titles and he has a good career off of that. Yeah. I mean, Miz, of course, he had some more title reigns, and his first one was pretty good, but just a few U.S. title wins for Solo, and I like that. I think Solo will win. I don't think it will propel Jacob like some people want it to, but I think so.
I think this is the end of Jacob versus Solo. I think Solo comes out on top, and I'm really hoping for a split. I think Jacob goes to Raw. I think Solo stay on SmackDown, and I think that's a good way to separate those two.
AJ Styles versus.
Listen. I still have my future goggles on. That was cooking up in my brain, and only time will tell. Let Papa H cook as well.
Let Papa H cook. But I will go with Solo, and
me as well.
Women's Intercontinental Championship match. This match,
I don't even know what to think about this.
It's had highs. I don't think it's ever had a low, but it's had some mediums.
It's never had a low.
It's had a medium, which is when it was that match at was it Bad Blood when it was, or it was the one where her husband was there or her fiance was there.
It would have been Backlash then, I believe.
You're right, yeah. Backlash. Yeah. I think that match was like kind of mid. I think it might have gone too long, and I think Lyra almost broke her nose or something, so it kind of forced it. But that triple threat at Evolution between Becky, Lyra, and Bayley, that was amazing. That when we do our award show again, if we do it, that might be a top pay-per-view for me. That pay-per-view was amazing, and then was finished. That's a whole nother topic. But Becky versus Lyra. Lyra, she's on the cusp of being ready to be in the run for world champion, not win it, but be in the run for it.
Yeah.
But this bird gimmick is the wings got to go for me. The wings got to go.
I don't really think it's necessarily a gimmick. I think it's just her style in a way.
The wings got to go.
But yeah, listen, I'm a huge fan of Lyra.
Oh, I think Lyra is an amazing wrestler, and she can cut some promos.
I almost think she's in the same boat as Jacob Fatu.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of getting at. But I didn't know if I wanted to fully.
I think she is the future for sure.
Oh yeah, she's one of the futures.
She's gonna be a Royal Rumble winner, multi-world champion. But just not yet. It's not her turn yet. I don't think.
It's kind of like when I was gonna say Rhea, but she got it pretty much when she first went for it. I'm trying to think of someone who last had a few. I mean, Naomi had a few losses before she got it. Like she fought for a little. It's kind of like a Naomi thing where she finally gets it. It'll be great. I mean, little off topic, real quick. If I'm gonna say future and multiple future time world champion, I'm gonna say Solurka. Solurka's amazing, but that's a different conversation. She has been great.
That's a conversation for another day.
She's awesome, but this one's so hard just because both matches there's been kind of a off kind of
it's almost getting stale.
Offside stipulation, like Lyra can't challenge for the belt again. If I think they should have done it both ways. I think whoever won, the other person can't challenge it anymore. But the reason I think Lyra loses again, only because Becky said when she's here for a run, it's a run. It's not a short thing. She's gonna put her heart into it. It's gonna be a run. She hasn't been here long. That's why I think Becky. She literally said in the press conference. That's why I think Becky. She's not gonna be gone yet. And I really do think they're trying to set up this Bayley Intercontinental title win because she's like, oh, I wasn't on WrestleMania because I got taken out. Oh, I wasn't at SummerSlam. She's gonna come back, reinvent herself because that's what she needs. She's great at wrestling. She's got a promo. She needs something else. I think she's gonna come back because that promo kind of set her up for. I'm gonna be gone for a little bit, but I'll be back. I think Becky's gonna have a feud with someone else. Maybe like, I don't know. Maybe I'm not gonna say Nikki Bella because I think other things, but there's gonna be a mid card. They're gonna set someone up for a mid card. She's gonna beat him, and I think Bayley's gonna come back and win it. But Lyra, amazing. I think a good loss to Becky here can propel her up, but I think Becky's gonna win it just because I don't think it's her time to lose yet.
We differ here again, my friend.
Dang, we are.
Listen, I said it before we started at night 2. I said I think we're going to be different a little bit, and I was correct. Something about Lyra as Intercontinental Champion just really feels right.
I mean, she is the first one to,
I think a Lyra win here just serves a good purpose for Lyra.
Yeah.
And there we can have Bayley versus Lyra. We can start that feud.
That could also
be inevitable feud. And
Bayley would almost have to come back as a heel though if Lyra won. So that could be. Bayley's really good as a heel though. She's really good as a face, but once she went to that first heel run with Sasha, Sasha was.
I agree.
She was good then, but we don't need to get into that.
No,
that'll give me in real trouble.
That'll
give me in real trouble.
About Sasha Banks because then we'd be here for 2 hours and this table would be flipped.
Just saying, I'm only putting that up. But she's really good as a heel. If Lyra wins, I say Bayley comes back as a heel. If Becky wins, Bayley comes back as almost not a face but an anti-heel.
A little tweener.
Yeah, a little tweener, but. I'm sticking with Becky. I think it's just not a time to lose it yet. I think Bayley gets more out of this, eventually beating Becky, just because Becky's always had her number.
Okay.
And she beat her for the women's NXT Championship. She beat her in that first one. She won at what was it? WrestleMania with her with a tag team, and she hasn't really lost clean to Becky.
No.
So she hasn't really lost anything just because she's always won clean compared to Becky. And I think Bayley finally getting that up that she needs to be back in like the graces of fans because the fans still love her, but it's just not the same.
Yeah.
So I think her eventually beating Becky would be way more impactful for Bayley right now at her point of her career than Lyra.
Okay. I don't really have a good reason here. It's a gut feeling with Lyra right now.
Yeah, I could see her winning. I mean, that's a chance, but just if I think futuristically, I think it would just work better for everybody. But I could still see Lyra winning. That's a possibility. I mean, anyone on this card could surprise us because Triple H, he has been putting those surprising seeds in recently, but we'll see. But I will go Becky and
I'm going Lyra.
Next match, this one I think is going to be so good. Naomi versus Io versus Rhea Ripley. Naomi's coming out of this as champ. I'm saying this right now. I'm saying Naomi's coming out as champ. I'm saying
interesting
because what's going to happen is Naomi rage bait her on Twitter. She's gonna rage bait Io and Rhea so much in this match where it was kind of like how Bianca and Rhea were going at each other and pushing Naomi away, except Naomi's gonna be okay getting pushed away because she wants them to fight it out and them to tie themselves because they're really setting up for Naomi versus Stephanie, because Naomi's just been throwing sneak disses, and she's like, I beat Io when you couldn't, and they don't want to they haven't let Stephanie or Io win a match against each other yet. So I don't think that's really going to culminate at Clash of Paris, because they would need a WrestleMania for that. Yeah. Naomi, I'm so happy she's champ. She deserved this, but
yes, I agree with that.
They're going to give her at least one pay-per-view title defense win. So I'm going to say Naomi, just because Io, she just had it. And Rhea, she's a fan favorite, but she's one of those wrestlers where if she doesn't have the title, she's fine.
Yeah.
Fans aren't going to.
I agree.
They haven't stopped cheering for her yet. It's kind of crazy how. I mean, for one, she was kind of out cheered. I think Io kind of out cheered everyone in that women's match last night. But I think Rhea, she just needs a break from the title match, because that feud versus Liv back and forth for the title was so unbelievably long. And if she wins it again, no doubt Liv's going to come back. And I don't think they want to revisit that for a little while. So I'm going to say Naomi retains here.
I'm starting to feel like a heel on JBSports channel right now. Listen.
You going Rhea?
Listen. Mommy is always on top. Okay? This sounds really dumb. But again, we're going to throw on our future goggles.
Mm-hmm.
And we're looking in the future at 2 pay-per-views that are upcoming.
Okay.
And it is it Super Showdown in Perth, which is, I'm not sure exactly when.
I think
it's after Clash.
After Clash.
And we have Clash in Paris.
You just got to think, though, Stephanie, I don't know if they're going to let her lose in her first. I mean, it could happen, but they're trying to build her up as a Rhea Ripley.
I agree. I don't think, here's the thing, I think no matter who she faces at Clash in Paris, I think she does not come out on top.
Really?
I think she loses no matter who it is.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. I think I need to see a mid-card run out of her first, and then I can start believing in Stephanie Vaquero. I mean, I believe in Stephanie Vaquero. I think she's like the next best thing in wrestling.
She is the future women's wrestling. She already had that going because she's an amazing wrestler. We're not going to talk about what got her over originally, because Gunnar T, we know what he did to get her over. Thank the Lord. I mean, thank the Lord he's not on Raw, because Michael Cole and Corey Graves has been amazing. Corey Graves, like, we're both married men. Michael Cole, don't say that. He was great. They're amazing, but
I think that's why they rushed the call up to the main roster.
But
listen, I think the big money match is Rhea Ripley versus Stephanie Vaquero. No diss to Naomi, no diss to Io Sky. I just think that's where the money is, and I think that is just a huge match. And I think WWE has been going all out at these international shows.
International shows have been amazing,
and I think they're going to continue to do so.
Yeah, you better make New Jersey loud, bro.
Oh, I will be. I will.
You're gonna hear Kaleb. I promise you that. Yeah, but I think now they give her at least one.
It's just unfortunate timing, I think.
She's going to be transitional, but I don't think she's first pay-per-view transitional. Because the way they're building her up with this, like, she has been built up so well to at least get one defense out of this.
I see your side, but I also...
You think Mommy's always on top?
I'm on the business side here.
I feel like
taking Rhea.
I feel like Rhea's next, like, title match where she'd win would probably be in Australia.
Okay, yeah. I see her going. I see her going in as champion and also leaving as champion.
Well, there's no doubt she will have a championship match there. It's Australia.
1,000%.
It would make no sense for her not to win there. That's why I kind of do think that Naomi could hold it to there, because they don't want Stephanie losing just yet. Mm-hmm. Because I mean, she wouldn't be buried with Rhea Ripley. No. But I think they want
exactly.
They want her to have a dominant first one. I feel like,
and that's the thing too, is going into that Clash in Paris match. Is it more of a? I mean, I don't want to use the term bury, but is it more of a bury to lose to Naomi, who is just kind of an up and comer, or is it more of a bury to lose to to the biggest star in women's wrestling currently?
And that is true, but you also have to think if the feuds kind of stay where they are. Stephanie's biggest feud right now is Chelsea Green.
Yeah.
And Chelsea Green and her Secret Harvest, which is hilarious. But it is they're the perfect team to screw her out at Clash of the Castle. So like if she was to lose there, it's gonna be an interference.
Okay.
I don't think Naomi would beat her clean. I don't think she's gonna beat these two really clean anyway.
Yeah.
So she's gonna throw someone out.
Okay.
But I just think her getting that Money in the Bank win, I don't think she's just gonna lose it right off the bat. I mean, I know Miz did, but that was a different situation.
Yeah. 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 I know what she's.
I'm gonna go Naomi.
I'm still going Rhea.
That's fine.
I got my head down. I just have a vision.
We might have to do a punishment with this for whoever gets more wrong.
Oh.
We'll think about it for a minute. We'll think about it. But and then probably
the most anticipated,
just because Cody Lander is almost in full effect. That dive with the contract in his hand was one of the greatest visuals I've seen in my life. Mm-hmm. That was hilarious. My dad got the best picture where he's just in literally the top of his form. It was peak.
Yes.
Cody Lander. I think I want to say he turns heel here just because it would be the crazy spot, and I think John Cena, he doesn't have too many months left as a heel just because, I mean, they could keep him up as a heel to his last match, but I think they want to build him as a face for the rest because there's a few heels that I think we need to see him go against.
Okay.
So I could see, I don't know if it will happen yet, and I don't even know if Cody will win this match, but having Cody lose 2 World Championship matches in a row doesn't seem like Roman's not going to win. Roman's not going to lose 2 of them in a row. I don't think Roman has had a World Championship match since WrestleMania.
No, and I don't think he will for a while yet.
So they don't really have someone of the magnitude as Cody Rhodes, who is one of or the best men's wrestler in the company right now. I don't care what you guys say. I know we've talked about a lot where people just trash on Cody Rhodes for no reason because they just have a crazy thing for Roman Reigns, which he's a part-timer. I still love Roman, acknowledged, but he's a part-timer. Just saying. Cody's the quarterback. Could Cody lose this and turn heel? Yes. Could Cody win this, stay face? Yes. Could he win and turn heel? Yes. There's so many possibilities from this that I don't really know what to think.
It is insane. I have been thinking about this match.
This match has had my brain.
Ever since last week's segment on SmackDown where Cody made Cena sign the contract.
Which is an illegal contract.
It's really making it look like Cody's going in as the heel and Cena's going in as the face.
Because Cena being like, I won't be 100% for this match kind of makes him feel like, oh, I want the best for the fans. Which he doesn't actually mean that, but it kind of made him.
It's just very interesting because with both John Cena and Cody Rhodes, we're both seeing that slight turn, like the
tides are slow.
Feelings that John Cena's kind of starting to get some more babyface tendencies, and Cody Rhodes is starting to lean heel a little bit more. It's just a very interesting type of like dynamic between them, and I really don't know what happens.
This is the one where I haven't had a lick of a person who I think could win this.
No, I absolutely do not.
Because, like you said, you've seen kind of the tide switch a little. Cody illegally forging a signature, putting John Cena through a table, putting him through, hitting him with a title belt, saying he's not going to hesitate, which is heelish. And you've seen John Cena start to hesitate. He hesitated a little bit against Ron. I mean, he still hit him with it. CM Punk kind of hesitated a little bit. Like, he's been hesitating more because maybe he's like, you know what? Maybe I was wrong. And I think John Cena has to end this last run as a babyface.
Oh, 1,000%. There's no.
He has to. There's no world where he rides off as a heel. I mean, I'm sorry. But Cody, this is at the prime spot for him to turn heel. It's becoming this Seth kind of moment where Seth, great as a face, but people for some reason just start to hate him for no reason. And it's perfect for Cody to be like, you know what? Y'all hate me? Okay. I'm okay with that.
I think about the Cody Rhodes heel turn a lot.
I think a lot of us do.
I don't know if it's time yet. I think right now he is the John Cena of today. Of today's age. Yep. He's the kissing babies. He's bringing people in the ring, giving them his belt at dark matches and all that stuff. He's such a good face. He's such a believable face. And right now he's being very anti-hero.
Mm-hmm. The thing is, his turn has to happen at one of the 4 biggest shows. It has to happen at a WrestleMania, a SummerSlam, Elimination Chamber, and then I guess a Royal Rumble. It has to happen at one of those 4. And I don't see that Royal Rumble.
No.
Elimination Chamber, either he's always been
It'd be pretty poetic.
It would be if he turned. So honestly, right now, the only place I see him turning heel are SummerSlam or Elimination Chamber. The reason I don't say WrestleMania is because what happened with Seth.
Right.
I think it would be like too close. I think the reason Cena and Cody wouldn't be. It's basically the same thing, but it's just more poetic in a sense where it happened at the same spot. Yeah. And Cody, for a year, he's been thinking about what happened to him, and he's been hearing about the fans say what they think, and they were cheering when John did it. And he's like, "Oh, you guys are supposed to be with me," and then slowly it turns him into it. So maybe you're right. Maybe he just stays an anti-hero for a little while, but
I don't know. I don't.
When he turns,
with, though.
When he turns, he has to turn. When he turns heel, he has to win a championship, in my opinion. It was kind of like Daniel Bryan when he turned heel. He had to win it. He had to win the championship when he turned heel.
Gosh,
It's so hard though. I can't decide because you're thinking about how good this fight will be and match will be anyway because it's a street fight match.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the match is going to be one.
John Cena's going to be out for a month after this. He's going to be so beaten up. He might have a promo after, but Cena's going to be out for a while.
I'm doing it. All right. Here's what's going to happen.
Okay.
We're going to get Cena. He's about to hit Cody with the title. Listen, I think we get The Rock. Listen.
Oh, okay.
Listen, okay. We didn't get him at WrestleMania. He did this little bullshit thing where he said that, oh, this isn't going to, I'm not needed in the storyline. It's now all John Cena. It's all about John Cena versus Cody Rhodes. No, we're at the point where we need him now. We need him now, and we need him to facilitate this storyline. We need him to facilitate the John Cena face turn. And I guess at this point, yes, we're going to need him to facilitate the Cody Rhodes heel turn. So here's what's going to happen.
Okay.
John Cena's going to hesitate with the title with Cody. Just like Cody hesitated with the title at WrestleMania. We're going to hear The Rock's music. He's just going to come out. He's going to do that thing again. John Cena's going to be distracted.
And he's going to be like, wait, I didn't talk to you about
this. And
this.
We're going to get a Cody Rhodes kicks John Cena in the nuts.
I was going to say, Cody's going to do exactly what Cena did to Cody.
Yes. And then we're still left with the question, is Cody Rhodes a heel? Because he can come out the next Raw or SmackDown and just say, I got payback. Is he going to get booed? Is he going to get cheered? We don't know. I don't know. This match is so much up in the air to the point where I'm just going to say, what the coolest thing that could happen. That's going to be my prediction. I think we're going to get a Cody heel turn. I think Cody's going to win. Don't know if he's going to walk out with The Rock, although that would be interesting.
Oh my gosh, that would be that vision would be cool, especially when Travis Scott won't be there.
Right. And let's think about it. John Cena is, I would assume, is going to be out, excuse me, for a good bit of time because he only has so many appearances left.
I think it's almost
he has
less
probably
than
probably about 4 matches. I give or take.
He's got
after this
a retirement match in I think December. They said, which would be a Saturday night main event.
It'll be a Survivor Series, Clash in Paris.
Let me look it up.
Yeah. Why don't you look it up
real quick?
And I'll keep yammering about this entire match. It's going to be a great match. And I think there has to be some sort of outside interference. I remember back in night 1 saying that CM Punk versus Gunther does not need outside interference. However, I think this one does. I think this one needs it. It's a street fight. It's necessary. It's no disqualification, so anything goes. I think we see it. I think they pull the trigger. I think they're bold. I think they pull the trigger. on the Cody Rhodes heel turn.
But Rock is going to have to be more into this storyline than last. But real quick, I did find someone who said at least 14. He has 14 left, but 11 confirmed. SmackDown, August 1st, of course.
It's Friday.
Yeah, they're going to have to do that. SummerSlam, of course. He's got a match there.
Right.
SmackDown, August 8th, August 22nd.
Oh, so he'll be on the SmackDown right after.
Okay. August 29th, Clash at the Castle, Paris. SmackDown, September 5th. Raw, September 15th. Crown Jewel, Perth. Survivor Series, War Games, and then Saturday Night Main Event, December 13th, which will be his retirement. And then there's 3 dates left that haven't been.
I'm sure it's SmackDown in between those last
couple. Because he's going to have the last few where he's apologizing for everything he does and they do a babyface run.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's going to be probably 3 SmackDowns between Survivor Series and Main Event, somewhere building to me.
I mean, I'm going to stick with what I'm going with because I already put it on the table.
I'm
going to stick to it.
I started thinking the same way you did, which is gonna make me think I'd piggyback. But
now, with him being on SmackDown right after, I don't know.
Because you almost think if Cody turns heel, that Cena's gonna have to be out for a while. It's like
because it's a street fight, which that surprises me that he's gonna be on a SmackDown after a street fight.
It could be wrong, but that's what I saw.
It's
most likely correct. But, I mean, we go back to it real quick. Let's see.
I'm sticking with my gut. I'm going to stick with my gut.
So,
I'm not going to change.
There's a little bit of a gap between Crown Jewel and Survivor Series, possibly. So maybe he loses it.
I'm thinking a couple. Maybe one appearance between Crown Jewel and Survivor Series. And then I'm going to think 2
between Survivor Series and Saturday.
Because that Saturday night's main event needs to have a huge build.
Or what they do.
Actually, isn't Survivor Series December 1st this year?
Oh, you might be right.
So maybe it's only 1. I hate how they're cramming all these pay-per-views in.
No, Survivor Series
is Saturday, November 29th.
Yeah.
So
okay, so
give or take 2 weeks.
So what I'm thinking is, yeah, you have one or 2 SmackDowns in there, maybe a Raw, but I think what happens is maybe he loses his title at Crown Jewel Perth, but how are they going to fit in another Cody match there?
Right.
Because I think
he's got
to lose it here.
I think he has to lose it.
He has to lose it here.
No matter what the character dynamic is, I think no matter what, Cody Rhodes is coming out on top.
Or maybe what happens. Okay, hear me out. So
do not say Seth.
Not Seth.
Okay,
no,
okay.
I'm not saying Seth. Maybe SummerSlam, he loses it.
Okay.
But you can't Clash of the Castle. He has to have a match. I was thinking maybe at Crown Jewel Earth, that's where Cody finally turns heel on him. But how are you gonna fit John Cena in there? Maybe to get the next title match, and then he finally turns. Never mind. Don't hear me out. I lost my train of thought. I forgot about Clash of the Castle Paris. He's got to lose it here.
Yeah,
it only makes sense.
I think I agree. I think probably we get a John Cena Cody Rhodes rematch at Clash in Paris, or do we? I don't know because he really doesn't have a lot of matches
left. Let's see this guy's predictions. So we said predictions for the last pay-per-views for John. Let's see an outside perspective. Cody versus John. John loses. Oh, they have AJ versus John at Clash at Paris, and John wins it. John versus Jay or LA Knight. John wins Survivor Series. He teams with Seth.
Oh,
Seth's gonna lose.
I guess they don't have him.
They haven't been heel. Maybe. I feel like Cody has to turn heel here if he wants to win.
I think this has.
Oh my
God. This is where you have to start.
It doesn't make sense.
Turn of John Cena though.
It doesn't make if you want Cody to win the title back. It doesn't make sense anywhere else but at SummerSlam. Because there's no way you can somehow fit another Cody Rhodes versus John Cena match in there unless Cody turns heel. But Cody's not going to turn heel before it. He's going to turn heel at the end of it. Okay. You have to make it a surprise.
I don't necessarily think that. Maybe Cody.
This is why wrestling is great. This is why wrestling's amazing.
Maybe Cody doesn't turn heel. Maybe Cody just wins and is leaving with the title. And John kind of sits there looking defeated. And the crowd gives him a standing ovation, and he just looks around. And he just like
takes it in
and thinks, I gotta change.
But
these people do love me.
But Cody has to leave though with a little inkling of heel, so he has to do something.
Yeah.
You've been building it up when he put Kevin Owens through that ladder. Like, that is not what a face does. I'm sorry, no matter what it is, unless it was like Triple H after Randy Orton kissed his wife. That I understand, but like right now, that's not a face thing to do with just what storyline they had. I mean, he injured Cody a little bit, but a face usually doesn't try to murder. Like that could have been considered attempted murder in real life. So he's been building up this heel turn. If it doesn't happen at SummerSlam, that's fine, but there has to be a full inkling. Like, there has to be that seed is fully planted.
I'm not confident anymore in predicting the dynamics coming out of SummerSlam.
Because we saw the dates.
However, I am confident in saying that
Cody will walk out with it. I agree with that. I think Cody walks out with it. I think it just, if John is losing his title to Cody, it makes no sense anywhere else but here, because there's no way you can shoehorn another Cody Rhodes face versus heel Cena match for the title somewhere in it without it being too repetitive. Yeah. Unless Cody turns heel and then John gets another match as a face and loses and then is out for a while and then Cena does his own stuff. That makes sense. But you just, Cody has to leave with the title. I'm being honest. And all the
listen, if Cena comes out on top, I'm okay with that. I'm willing to see where it goes.
I'm okay with that,
but I think it's time for Cody.
Yeah, Cody needs to start this. He needs to start actually like getting angry. Yeah, the stuff that's been happening, the disrespect is insane. Like, we talked about it on just Twitter. Like, going back to it when he said
Twitter is an evil place.
Cody's a nepo baby and Roman Reigns came from the ground up. I'm like, no. His cousin's The Rock. They literally had The Rock help him win a Royal Rumble, which is stupid.
Well, okay, let's talk about this then. If Roman Reigns is such a nepo baby, or if Roman Reigns isn't a nepo baby, why was he shoved down our throats?
Exactly.
2015 and on with the big dog gimmick.
We won't go too into this.
And why did Cody Rhodes? Why wasn't Cody Rhodes shoved down our throats?
Okay. Which one was Stardust and which one was put in as a big dog? That's just simple.
Yeah, there you go. I don't have to say any more.
That's what it is to me. If you get a Stardust gimmick, the nepotism does not matter at that point. You were giving one of the worst characters in wrestling history. He made it work because Cody's that damn good, but holy moly was it bad. But I digress. I'm going to say Cody Rhodes comes out with this either as a heel or plants the seed that the heel turn is on the horizon. Cody Lander is getting its first punch into the system, first punch carded in at SummerSlam, either as a seed or full on.
Yeah. I think this match could have a lot of similarities with Rock and Hogan at WrestleMania.
Yeah. I can see
that. Please correct me if I'm wrong. 19.
I think
it's either 18 or 19. I want to say 19. Yeah.
Okay, let's see right here. It's an article about it right here.
18. So many 18.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Close,
I should have known that. But I think we're gonna get little, like, it's the same feeling in this match where I think a lot of people, I myself, I will be there in person to watch it. So I will be a participating crowd member. I will be booing Cody Rhodes. I will be cheering my ass off for John Cena.
I mean, how could you not? It's John Cena's last year.
Right.
It just makes sense for it something to turn it. Storyline wise, it's moving that way. Realistically wise, in real life, it will move that way. It just makes sense.
Yeah.
So, as much as it would be kind of interesting to see what John Cena will do with the title if he doesn't lose to Cody here, but John Cena, he's had I think it's past 100 days now. He's had a serviceable title reign. I mean, see what he can do with that.
I'm okay with anything.
Because I gotta see a John Cena versus Miz match before it ends. Because Miz needs that redemption, bro. He got knocked out at WrestleMania. He doesn't even get to remember his WrestleMania moment. That is one of the saddest things I've ever heard in wrestling.
It was also one of the worst main events of all time.
Also, that if it was a normal match, it would be pretty good. But he retained. But this man doesn't even get to remember his moment. No. But he still performed with a insane concussion. But I kind of want to see that match just because I think those two on the stick back and forth. And Miz had that great promo with John Cena when John Cena was still invisible. Mm-hmm. So I'd like to see that match, even if it's on a Raw or SmackDown, it would be fine. But I mean, he's got to put over some of these younger guys. So you might see like a Drew in there or something.
What do you think his last match is?
Last match, I've been trying to wrap my head around that for a little bit, but
I think it's got to be between. No, not even between. I think it's just going to be Braun Breaker.
Yeah, I could see that.
I think it's just going to be Braun Breaker.
Yeah. Braun Breaker ends his career. Mm-hmm. I mean, Braun Breaker's been taking so
I lied. I have another between. And this just might be my personal bias towards this certain wrestler. I think it could either be Braun Breaker or I think Gunther could start building this sort of character of retiring all these legends, kind of like Randy Orton, like a legend killer,
but retirement.
Right.
Killer. Yeah, he just takes retirements. Yeah, I could see that. But that's another
SummerSlam. That's right.
That's another thing we can talk about a while. You'll see me and Kaleb more.
Yes.
But just going through it real quick. Sami Zayn, Karrion Kross. I have Karrion Kross.
Karrion Kross.
Roman Reigns, Jey Uso versus Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed.
I got the Bronze.
Because they don't really have a full name, so I just have to say
them the Bronze.
The Bronze. Yeah, technically it's right there. Sorry. Women's Tag Team Championship match. Judgment Day versus Team No Friends. I'm gonna say Judgment Day.
I got Team No Friends.
Randy Orton and Jelly Roll versus Logan Paul and either Drew McIntyre or if Drew McIntyre can't make it, Miz or whoever. I got Randy Orton and Jelly Roll.
Me as well.
Women's Champion WWE Women's Championship. Tiffany Stratton versus Jade Cargill.
Jade.
World Heavyweight Championship match. Gunther versus CM Punk. Gunther. So that's night one. So the only difference we really have is
it was the women's championships for night one.
So that's the match we got to.
And night two, I think we have differences on everything.
Night two is almost everything. WWE Tag Team Championship match, 6-way ladder match. I have the Street Profits.
I had Motor City Machine Guns.
Dominic Mysterio versus AJ Styles. I had AJ Styles.
I had Dom.
United States Championship match, Solo versus Jacob in a steel cage match.
We both had Solo.
Yep. Women's Intercontinental Championship match, Becky versus Lyra. I had Becky.
I have Lyra.
Women's World Championship match, Naomi versus Io versus Rhea. I had Naomi.
I have Rhea.
And then John Cena versus Cody Rhodes. It was kind of like.
We had a very in-depth conversation. But I think we ended up agreeing on Cody, yes.
So do you want to do a punishment?
Let's do a punishment.
Because we can either fulfill the psychology or when you get back from SummerSlam, and if you want, we can do kind of a recap of it. But what are you thinking for a punishment? What do we do?
Do we... the first thing that pops in my head is an ice bucket challenge.
We could do ice bucket because you've made me do that before.
I did, and if I lose, you get to pay me back.
That is true. He did give me once. Okay, so we'll mark these down.
Okay.
And I'll put this on my Instagram, so I'll link it in the bio so you can see it, so you can keep up with it. But if whoever gets less correct has to get an ice bucket dumped on them.
Yes.
All right. We'll see how long it takes because we're both go to college and we'll be together, so we can do it then. Or when he get back, if you have time, we can do a recap, and then at the end we can do it. But
I think I'll have time for a recap.
Okay. So we'll be prepared for a recap. But one of us is getting a bucket of ice for her head, and you might also have to help me fulfill some of the other punishments I have not yet to do.
Okay.
I have to get pie in the face twice. Whipped cream pie in the face twice. So I'm getting punished no matter what. It all matters if Kaleb also gets it.
Yeah.
But thank you guys so much for watching this episode. I think SummerSlam is gonna be great.
Yeah.
I think some people have been hating for no reason, so they're not ready for it. But I think it'll be a great show. One last question: match of the weekend. What do you think it'll be?
Here's the thing. When we're talking about matches, are we talking about
storyline
the drama that comes with it, or just raw wrestling?
Okay, we'll do one storyline and one just raw wrestling.
Okay, well, storyline I think easily has to be Cody and John. I think I really think they're gonna get a redemption from the WrestleMania match. Mm-hmm. That was kind of a stinker.
A little bit of stinker, but it's okay.
And the best technical.
Best technical?
It's got to be the ladder match.
I think just the spots. Ladder match or Io versus Rhea versus Naomi, because Io and Rhea, that is just a banger match.
That is, as of right now, that is my match of the year.
Yeah, that.
And it is the best, in my opinion, the best women's match of all time.
I think Raw action-wise that, but storyline-wise, I think there's some that could be shoehorned in there. But Raw action-wise, that match was absolutely amazing. Perfect. But so storyline-wise, we both agree Cody Rhodes versus John Cena, and then Raw match-wise, either the tag team match, tag team ladder match, because ladder matches almost never fail. Right. And then
especially with all the high flyers.
Exactly, like Andrade or Phoenix, you got a high flyer on every team basically. And then of course you have Rhea versus Io versus Naomi. But that's gonna be it. Be prepared for the predictions and to see who gets punished for it, because of course me no matter what. But hopefully Kaleb can get something so I can get it back. If not, I'm gonna be having a very rough day. Kaleb's gonna be laughing at me the whole time. But like I said, thank you for watching. Have a great day, whatever day this is that I get it edited, either late Tuesday or Wednesday. But have a great day. We will see you in the next video, and be prepared for more of me and Kaleb possibly. So, bye.